All right. Good evening and Merry Christmas. I am Claire Adilabu Abdul Razak. It's a joy to welcome you to the very last Sunday of the month and the year 2024. I hope your Christmas was filled with love, laughter, and maybe a little extra chicken in the right sense stew. All right, Christmas isn't just a day. We all know it's mindset, a chance to embrace kindness, generosity, and community every day. Tonight on Newsline, we'll share stories of how the season has brought out the best in people, from feeding the hungry to creating opportunities, all of those reminding us that small acts of kindness can make a very big difference in someone's life. We'll also share remarkable stories of creativity, resilience, and even audacity of some Nigerian individuals that you will have to see to believe. Plus, spectacular weddings, dignified burials, and vibrant traditions that captures the essence of this festive season. So, sit back as Mina Daniels brings us the news segment with power and passion. Hello, Mina. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you, Claire. Thank you so much. A very good evening too, and welcome to the news segment. President Bola Tinubu has received a briefing from a Nigerian delegation who recently visited the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia for more bilateral cooperation and collaboration. Finance and Coordinating Minister of Economy, Wale Edun, recently led the delegation, which included his counterpart for budget and economic planning, Atiku Bagidu, and the other members of the Presidential Economic Coordination Council to follow up on the economic diplomacy between the two countries. After their meeting with the president, the ministers explained that the delegation reassured the Saudi authorities on various reforms to stabilize the macroeconomic environment in Nigeria and therefore elicited a renewed commitment that will translate to creation of more job opportunities in Nigeria.
Followed up on some of those leads across the various opportunities that are there for foreign direct investment, for trade partnerships, and for even financial investments.
So all our engagements with Saudi officials demonstrated that confidence, and that we are confident investments will follow, and the relationship will blossom such that our reserves and our economic ties will improve with the kingdom.
Budget and Economic Planning Minister also speaks on key expectations from the 2025 budget the President recently presented to the National Assembly.
We have turned the bend. I think we have taken the top choices. We have seen maybe where we have seen the worst we could see. And not unexpected. That is why social protection was improved. So what we are expecting to see in 25 better economic, lower inflation, more employment opportunities, more support for businesses, more infrastructure development, more funding of security and better security, and all those priority areas, human capital development, education, health. We are sure to see more in that direction, and the quality of life will get better.
Ministry of Livestock Development says a sophisticated digital infrastructure will be deployed in checking cases of cattle rustling. Minister of Livestock Development, Idi Mokhtar Meha, says this during a strategic engagement with key industry players in Yola. Correspondent Yusuf Jika reports.
Promising indeed, with all issues exhausted, in line with federal government intention to apply digital solutions to livestock farming.
If this program succeeds in this country, it will, many countries will emulate it.
Improve from the local breeds we've got, to some other versions of higher breeds of animals for productivity in terms of milk and also in terms of beef.
Sensitizing them on the need to embrace the new techniques in animal management.
The minister says the initiative will address the age-long crime militating against the growth of the industry and proposed dialogue as an effective tool during conflict.
Implanting chips to some of these animals so that we can trace them in an event of rustling, as well as using modern technology that is today being tested within this country.
Idi Maiha inaugurates sales of feed and fodder to farmers cultivated in partnership with Livestock Resilience Support Project and Investor to enhance productivity.
Livestock is feed. Feed is livestock. If you don't have feed and self-sufficient in feed, you don't have livestock. And that's why today we have all these, our brothers and sisters moving all over the country looking for feed. This is the way to go.
The dream is that it should be an all-year production of grasses.
The minister earlier paid homage to Lamido Adamawa, Muhammad Barkindo, to seek support in steering the ship of the ministry. In Yola, Yusuf Jika, NTA News.
The Minister of State, Petroleum Resources, Oil, Senator Heineken Lokobiri, wants Nigerians to appreciate the deregulation of the petroleum downstream, which he said has ultimately resulted in availability of petroleum resources across the country. Lydia Sampson has more.
Product availability and delivery of value for motorists necessitated the minister's tour of petrol stations in Yenagoa, the capital of Bayelsa State. Straight from Bayelsa International Airport, Heineken Lokobiri began his tour of petrol stations, starting from a station at Etigwe, accompanied by officials of the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority. In all the stations he visited, the minister requested the pump attendants to dispense fuel to measure actual volume being sold to Nigerians. At the end of the tour, Lokobiri said the purpose of his visit to fuel stations in the state is to ascertain availability of products and to ensure Nigerians are not being cheated.
The price they are selling is none of our business. You can see the price disparity. Some filling stations are selling 1,050 naira. NNPC, mega filling station is selling for 999. Others are selling for 1,200. That is the real essence of deregulation.
He expressed satisfaction with the availability of petroleum products in line with the deregulation policy of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration. The minister reiterated that since President Bola Tinubu assumed office, Nigerians no longer experience fuel scarcity due to the benefits of deregulation and market forces. He said despite high demand, as is usual during the Yuletide, products are available throughout the country, stressing that the leadership of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is deliberate about ensuring product availability and that products are dispensed to customers in the right volume. Lydia Sampson, NTA.
And as part of efforts to guarantee adequate security within the Nigerian territory, the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Olufemi Oluyede, has put measures in place to boost the morale of soldiers and other security operatives. Lieutenant General Oluyede, who organized a luncheon for soldiers and other security operatives in that regard, charged them to uphold their constitutional mandate of protecting the nation's territorial integrity. Innocent Agbo completes the story.
Ensuring the realization of President Ahmed Bola Tinubu's dream of achieving adequate security for the country, the Nigerian Army, under the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Olufemi Oluyede, has seen support and encouragement to soldiers and other security operatives as indispensable tools. The Chief of Army Staff festive luncheon, which took place at the Nkwago Military Cantonment, a Bakliki formation based in Ivol local government area of Ebonyi State, is one of those measures to pat them on the back and to re-strategize them towards achieving the aims of the Southeast Operation Udoka. The Chief of Army Staff, represented by Major General O.C. Ajunwa, urged them to remain focused and loyal to constituted authorities while fulfilling their constitutional duties.
Let me reiterate that the welfare of officers, soldiers and their families, including those of our departed and injured colleagues, will remain my top priority.
For all the truths, I remain very grateful. Without you, we will not be here. I will not be able to
The event was attended by dignitaries as well as head of other security agencies in the field, and it featured the symbolic serving of meals to troops and different cultural displays. Innocent Abu, NTA News.
The Nigerian Television Authority and other federal government-owned broadcast outfits are receiving federal government adequate attention to maintain their leading role in the broadcast ecosystem. The Director General of the Nigerian Television Authority, Comrade Salihu Abdul Hamid Dembers, said this in Kaduna at a reunion of former staff of NTA Kaduna. Haruna Mohammed reports.
The reunion of the former staff of NTA was a platform for frank discussion and recalling their past with nostalgia. While recounting his good old days in NTA, the former Director General, Malam Muhammad Ibrahim, who chaired the event, traced the evolution of the Nigerian Television Authority in 1976 to the desire of the federal government in unifying the country after 1967 Civil War. The Director General of NTA, Comrade Salihu Abdul Hamid Dembos, said President Tinubu has deployed resources for the provision of modern facilities for the federal government-owned media organizations.
So I would like to thank the President for considering the need to finance the rehabilitation, also the equipping of our stations across the country, and equally to thank the Honorable Minister for being there for us. It's an issue that is very, very important, and this is a very big achievement under this present administration.
A paper presenter, Professor Sumaila Shehu of Ahmadu Bello University Zaria, and other speakers stressed the need for NTA to maintain its leading role in the broadcast industry.
NTA is there before everyone, and it's everywhere. You can't reach. Some licenses were given to other private practitioners who are yet to establish a holistic network like that of NTA.
I've seen great changes, so whether we accept it or not, there have been changes. I watch my screen every day, and sometimes I don't know whether I'm watching BBC or NTA. It as it is, and it is true. What we want to see is that this development translates to some of our local stations.
Haruna Mohammed, NTA News.
Winners to represent Nigeria at the World Quranic Recitation Competition have emerged at the just concluded National Recitation Competition in Birnin Kebbi. Correspondent Abdul Jalil Mohammed Bawa has details of the event.
That was recitation of the Holy Quran by the overall winners Buhari Suleiman from Kano and Rumaisau Dahiru from Gombe State at the closing ceremony of the 39th National Quranic Recitation Competition. The competition served as a screening ground to select overall winners who will represent Nigeria at the International Quranic Recitation Competition.
The 39th edition, like its preceding editions, have once again shown to us the power of the glorious Quran.
Your commitment, passion, dedication to mastering the beautiful art of Quran recitation are truly commendable.
We've seen how Islam brought us together. In Islam, there's no Izala, no Tariqa, no Qadriya, no whatever it is. We're all Muslims and nothing else but Muslims.
The overall winners and other contestants received prizes of car, TV sets, cash, among other gifts. In Birnin Kebbi, Abdul Jalil Mohammed Bawa, NTA.
Vice President Kashim Shettima, on behalf of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, commiserates with the people of Ikolo Kingdom, Kamuru in Zagon Kataf, local government area of Kaduna State, over the death of Agwam Aku Yohana Sidi Kuka. State House correspondent Abdurrahman Jubrila reports.
Vice President Kashim Shettima arrived at Ikulu Kingdom and was received by the Bishop of the Catholic Diocese of Sokoto, Matthew Hassan Kuka.
We thank you for the privilege to have the second in command of this country, Nigeria.
We still have hope that Nigeria will be great again. I think that there is no greater mark of honor that could have been done for our brother and our father and our husband that comes anywhere close to your physical presence here. We almost feel like his death was worthwhile. We love him and we miss him, but had he not gone at this particular time, he would not be physically here to condole with us.
I would love to have come here on a much more joyous occasion. But sadly, I am here to commiserate with the family and good people of Southern Kaduna over the sad demise of our royal father. May his soul rest in peace, and may God grant the family the fortitude to bear the irreparable loss. Be rest assured that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu had the people of Kaduna at heart. Had the people of Southern Kaduna at heart.
And at the end of the visit, hope of communities were raised of federal and state governments' presence in infrastructure and human capital development. From Kaduna, Abraham Jibrila, NTA News.
And President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, has commiserated with the governor of Jigawa State, Malam Omar Namadi, over the deaths of his mother, Hajia Miriam Namadi, and son, Abdul Wahab Namadi. The Senate President, in a condolence message, said he is saddened by the successive deaths in the family of the governor, as losing a mother and a son at the same time is a terrible experience. While extending deepest condolences on these irreparable losses, Akpabio prayed Almighty God to grant Nabani the strength and fortitude to bear these painful losses and grant the soul of Mama and Abdul Wahab Aljana Fideus. It's now over to Bade for the latest on sports. Hello, Bade.
Many thanks, Mina. Compliments of the season. All right, let's begin with football. Now, following the home-based Super Eagles of Nigeria's 3-1 victory over Black Galaxies of Ghana on Saturday to qualify for the 2024 African Nations Championship, popularly known as CHAN, Director General of National Sports Commission, Bukola Olokpade, and President of the Nigeria Football Federation, Ibrahim Gusau, say the ticket is a moral booster to win the championship, which will be hosted by Kenya, Tanzania, and Uganda from the 1st to the 20th of February 2025.
Unrest. The NFF are very capable, in putting things together for the tournament. We at the commission, and I know I speak the mind of Chairman Shehu Diko, will be very ready to put all support.
It's not about winning, but it's about what we saw, the kind of football we saw today. And we are very much excited. And I'm sure every single person that is here today is happy with the performance of the boys. And by the grace of God, we're going to take it from there, and we're going to try as much as possible to give them the good preparation they need for us to ensure that we come back with CHAN Trophy in Nigeria.
Now to league football, as Remo Stars left it rather late to overcome Akwa United 2-1 and maintain their lead in the Nigeria Premier Football League. In other matchday night and results on Sunday, Shooting Stars continued with their fine form, securing a 1-0 win against Kwara United to move third on same points with second-placed Rivers United, who have played a game short. Enugu Rangers secured the only away win on Sunday, beating Niger Tornadoes 1-0 to consolidate on their top 4 credentials. Elsewhere, Ikorodu City defeated Sunshine Stars of Akure 2-1, while Lobby Stars and Heartland of Owerri played a goalless draw. Let's move from Nigeria now to England, where Liverpool extended their lead atop the Premier League table to 8 points as they thrashed a disjointed West Ham United 5-0 at the London Stadium. Manchester City's 2-0 victory over Leicester City on Sunday came as relief for Pep Guardiola, who marked his 500th game in charge of the citizens. Savinho scored his first goal for Manchester City in the 21st minute to put the defending champions in front before Erling Haaland hit the second to secure City's 2 wins in 10 Premier League games. At Goodison Park, high-flying Nottingham Forest defeated Everton 2-0 to go second. Tottenham made it just 2 wins in their last 10 games, as Wolves struck late to bag a 2-2 draw in front of a disgruntled home crowd, while Southampton surrendered a first-half lead at Crystal Palace to lose 2-1, extending their winless run in the Premier League to 9 games. And to tennis now, Novak Djokovic has credited Andy Murray with bringing a fresh look to his game as he prepares for his tournament, the first since naming his longtime rival as his new coach. Djokovic, men's record 24-time major winner, will begin his 2025 season at the Brisbane International against Australian Rinky Hijikata next week. Djokovic announced in November that he will work with Murray until the conclusion of the Australian Open before making a decision on any long-term partnership. The Olympic gold medalist will aim to win his 100th ATP singles title in Brisbane before chasing a record-extending 11th Australian Open title. All right, that's sports update for now. Let's now return to Maina and, of course, Claire, the sports-loving duo. And evidently, you guys must be very much glad that, Nigeria finally qualified after a long time for CHAN.
Of course, buddy. At least it gives us a glimpse of hope of winning the championship next year. Right, Claire?
Well, I actually haven't been following the competition. It's just that when Nigeria defeats Ghana, it's always, something to shout about. So defeating, the Black Galaxies was quite something. But, do you really know why Black Galaxies are so called, Buddy? That's because they have not produced enough stars to illuminate them. So, you can imagine, why the Super Eagles B had to beat the Black Galaxies of Ghana. But there's something quickly, just before we round off, there's something that the coach of the Black Galaxies did say. That's Didi Dramani. He said, it's a lesson learned in good faith. And that sometimes no one likes, failure. But when failure does come, it brings out, an opportunity, to go back to the drawing table and then come back, bounce back, and, do the right thing. And I think that's the way to go.
That's the way to go. Thank you, buddy. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And, of course, voting continues in Chad election, even though turnout remains low as opposition's boycott is in effect. And this day, 29th December 2024, has been a black day for the aviation industry, with plane crashes in South Korea, Canada, and Oslo. Kolo Mohammed brings us details of these and other stories on Global Update.
The election in Chad began yesterday, even though opposition calls for a boycott. It is presented by the government as the last stage in political transition after 3 years of military rule. Analysts say, with the stance taken by the opposition, the field has been left open to candidates who are aligned with Marshal Mohamed Idris Itno, who was brought to power by the military in 2011. Similarly, a presidential election has held today in Croatia, with a second round slated for 12th January 2025 if no candidate receives a majority. Incumbent President Zoran Milanovic is eligible for second term. His first term began on 19 February 2020 and will end on 18 February 2025. The accident occurred Sunday morning as the Jeju Air flight from Thai capital Bangkok landed at Mon International Airport, located about 289 kilometers southwest of the capital Seoul. The National Fire Agency confirmed that 176 people, 83 women, 82 men, and 11 others whose genders weren't immediately identified were killed, and 2 people rescued, both crew members. In another development, an Air Canada flight was forced to make an emergency landing at Halifax Stanville International Airport after experiencing a malfunction with its landing gear on Sunday. Air Canada flight 2259 departing from St. John's International Airport experienced landing troubles at 9:30 that caused skidding and an engine 2 fire, prompting a swift response from emergency crew. Also, a KLM flight crashes off a runway at Oslo Airport after emergency landing. The Boeing 737-800 en route to Amsterdam from Oslo diverted due to hydraulic failure shortly after takeoff. Though it landed safely, the plane lost control during the rollout, according to reports. Kolo Muhammad, NTA News.
And as a news segment, time now to vacate the space for Captain Claire, who sure has a whole lot of heartwarming stories for us, but that will be right after this break.
Wishing you a Merry Christmas, Nigeria. Glow.
The Financial Services Regulation Coordinating Committee, FSRCC, in collaboration with the National Broadcasting Commission, NBC, wishes to draw the attention of the public to the worrisome increase in the activities of illegal financial operators, IFOs, which threaten public trust and the stability of the Nigerian financial system. The FSRCC and NBC hereby advises the general public to refrain from dealing with unlicensed financial operators who deceive individuals with unrealistically high investment returns. Make sure to verify the licensing status of such companies and schemes on this website. To report any suspicions of illicit financial activities, call Let's work together to uphold the integrity of Nigeria's financial system. Announcer, FSRCC.
Season's greetings. The year 2024 has been one of its kind on all levels of our lives. We salute your resilience and continued loyalty to your Risco Foods. With a wide range of proudly Nigerian products and services that not only promotes healthy living, but also creates thousands of jobs for the good life of our people and the growth of our economy. As we look back to 2024 and look forward to 2025, celebrating the taste of Nigeria, we want to sincerely thank our esteemed customers, distributors, and partners, including, but not limited to,
the Redeemed Christian Church of God, ShopRite, Just Right Superstores, Alican Diocese of Amicha and Newi, Covenant University, Catholic Diocese of Onitsha, Nest Cash and Carry, Babcock University, Jendel Stores, Prestige Stores, Sahad Stores, Market Square, Prince Abano Supermarket, Booker Hut, Spa Supermarket, Black Bear Restaurant.
The taste of Nigeria is a taste of celebration, the taste of goodwill, the taste of a good cooking. So from all of us at the Risco Foods, cook right, eat right, friends and family, for a good health this festive season and beyond. Buy made in Nigeria, buy a Risco product. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Taste of Nigeria. More nutritious meals, more veggies, but we want it tasty and easy too. Knorr Cubes, that's the secret. Made with real ingredients like chicken, parsley, and garlic. And enriched with iron, so your meals are better for you and more delicious too. That's the cocoa. Let's give it some accolades. Change your world by changing what's on your plate. Pleasure in a smally pack. Buy in any available store today. 3 Crowns Milk. Healthy moms, happy families.
Don't forget to join Reflections tomorrow. But let's begin on Newsline tonight. Imagine a world where Nigerian legends like Nkemowo, the fiery Mama G, and the iconic Peter Doche all coming together to light up the stage with laughter, music, and of course, culture. Now, that's the magic Benikrukru, a tranquil community in Gbaramatu Kingdom, brought to life during the 17th edition of its Christmas Carnival. Now, hosted by Esther Matthew Tolanga Foundation, the event was a vibrant blend of Nollywood stars, music icons, and the rich cultural heritage of the Baramatu people. And Becky Gritman Chukwuka was there to bring us the unforgettable sights and sounds of the cruise.
Benikrukru is a big community and rich in culture and crude oil. Every Christmas day, Benikrukru becomes a beehive of activities. Playing host to the rich and prominent celebrities, the people of Benikrukru are always in high spirits on this day. The influx of visitors during this carnival has transformed Benikrukru into a bustling economic nerve center in the Niger Delta. To have a feel of the carnival, dignitaries from all walks of life, including iconic movie stars and musicians, usually have over an hour boat ride on the sea to cross over to Benikrukru. At the forefront of this initiative is a great philanthropist, Esther Tonlaha, and her husband Matthew Tonlaha, a Nigerian oil and gas business mogul.
When you say there is victory over the enemy, nobody can take it. Yeah. That's why you are the King of glory. That's why you are the wonder-working God. That's why you are the prayer answering God. Is that anything difficult for you to do?
No. It is my prayer that we celebrate the birth of Jesus. We will continue to celebrate one another in love and in unity.
Series of fun activities make Benikrukru Carnival thick, from dancing competitions among the different quarters of the community, beauty pageants, and performances by star artists like Olamide and Adekule Gold. The people are always in for long hours of fun.
The people of Baramatu have been wonderful. The hospitality is something I am not likely to forget in a hurry.
It's a thing of joy to be in this community and be welcomed the way we were welcomed.
For the 17th edition, the winner of the beauty pageant went home 500,000 naira cash, a laptop, and a Samsung phone. There was also special cash gifts from the Tantita Security Service to all contestants, among other mouth-watering gifts.
Celebrating Christmas is one thing that has to do with sharing love amongst the people.
One of the greatest achievements of this carnival is showing love, which truly reflects the birth of Christ.
We thank God for this wonderful thing, for this wonderful festival. May God help us and help my parents and protect all of us.
Wow, beautiful. Now, Christmas isn't just a day. Of course, we all know it's a mindset. And somewhere, Lagosians embraced it wholeheartedly, regardless of what their pockets could afford. Now, many of them found countless reasons to gather in worship centers to celebrate the joy of life, birth of Jesus Christ. And Joel Bukwola will now take us into the very vibrant and uplifting atmosphere that defined Christmas in Lagos.
Christmas is a joyous occasion and a day to celebrate Jesus Christ, with the Christian faithful in this auditorium gorgeously dressed, filled with gratitude to God for another season to celebrate Christ. Special renditions from the choir re-echo the trust of the celebration, which is anchored on the greatest gift to humanity. The culture of Christmas celebration for many will continue to prevail despite economic situations.
It is there, maybe in our hearts more than it is externally, because people are challenged and people have things that are bogging them down. But hope is still the message. There's hope for Nigeria.
It was a carnival-like atmosphere at the Household of God Church, with members celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ in their unique style, all dressed to depict various Bible characters.
So today, you can see I'm Bathsheba, the wife of King David. And if you, I chose this biblical character because of what Bathsheba represents. I mean, she started from a very rough beginning, but at the end of the day, she became the wife of the greatest king, the wisest king, Solomon.
The lessons of Christmas is still very apt, and it is expected to be part of our everyday life.
Coming of Christ has given that assurance, and it has made it to come true. We should be asking ourselves, what have we done to the peace of Christ? It's a challenge for those who lead us in this country and indeed the rest of the world to recognize the fact that, look, if God has given us so much, He wants us to manage them well.
As Christians, we should never lose hope. And more importantly, we should let our light shine. But that's why He came. He came to raise a different class of people, a people that can return glory to God.
Love for humanity made Him to come. So let love prevail in Nigeria. I am from the east, I am from the north, I am from the south. This should not be. We should see ourselves as our brother's keeper.
All right, and we are still in Lagos, and you know, an unforgettable experience for many Lagosians really is the beautiful decorations and other activities that characterize the festive season. And as they say, curiosity actually built the cart. Joel Kpokwola's curiosity again took him out at night, and this is what he found out in one of the fun spots on Victoria Island, Lagos.
Popular saying that all work and no play, they say, makes Jack a dull boy, aptly describes the mood in Lagos, as Lagosians, after working round the clock the whole year, decided that it is time to enjoy the excitement of the Yuletide. For children and adults, Christmas and New Year celebrations will be incomplete without a visit to the popular roundabout at Akin-Adeshola on Victoria Island, where people usually gather till the wee hours of the morning, taking selfies while hanging out. The major attraction is the ambience and breathtaking decorations that made the area unique.
Before now, I've been wanting to experience this ambience around this Victoria Island, but now I decided to take out time with my family to be here, and it has been very wonderful.
We left home since 12, and we are still very much around. Very around, still having fun.
The lightning, every year, the decoration is always different. The colors, so that's why everybody always comes. And it's unique.
I guess Vegas, Christmas is really big out here.
It is always an unforgettable moment for the children, many coming from different parts of the country to be part of the excitement.
The brightening and the lightning are so cool, and it's so fun to be here today. I make new friends and I had fun.
The kind of decorations that they did, like when we were passing, you just see a decoration on each street pool or lights.
Last year, like, it was a house where you can go inside, then you can snap pictures. But this time, they have a playground, a city lodge.
Every time I come here, I'm always feeling very, very excited. I saw a lot of new faces, met a lot of people.
Some also came with food and drinks, while food vendors also made bricks business.
For this next story, I need to adjust myself. All right, now, local food canteens or bukas are usually associated with low-income earners. At least that's what we thought. But when very high-profile personalities and indeed government officials make it a point to stop by whenever they pass through, those areas, something extraordinary is happening around the corner. Now, Salamatu Lambata's buka is more than just your average eatery. There's something about the pounded yam there that draws even the likes of Minister, well, I don't want to mention names, who never misses a chance to stop by whenever he's home in Niger State. You are getting somewhere. So what's the secret? Our correspondent, Muktawo, takes us behind the scenes to unveil the pounded yam with the Midas touch.
Bagi Baba, now called Lambata, which means a 3 points road in Bagi dialect, is strategically located on Minasuleja and Bida roads in Niger State. The community is predominantly farmers who cultivate yam. 64-year-old Salamatu Adamu, an indigene of the town, has taken advantage of that to set up a local food business that specializes in pounded yam. People stop over to savor her delicacy of pounded yam and different soups.
You know, they don't pound yam for what they will use for the next 3 hours, 4 hours. No. They only pound what is required for the next 30 minutes, 1 hour, after which they will do it again. Pounded yam is always fresh. They don't cook all the catfish for the whole day. They do it in batches.
You know, with the condiments around the food, gives you a unique taste, such a way that wherever you go, you can forget with eating somewhere and then gather your hunger to come here. Could you believe that I have not taken my breakfast? It's now up to 2 o'clock because I was targeting this particular pounded yam.
The food is okay, it's affordable. People traveled from Lagos, people left Abuja to come here and take their food and go back.
All the time I've been traveling to Abuja or Mina or Lapai, I branch and eat pounded yam because of their fish.
One of Salamatu's loyal customers is the Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, who never failed to stop over to have a bite of her cuisine, not even when on official duty, just as he recently did with his entourage, including the Director General of the Nigerian Television Authority, NTA, Salihu Abdulhamid Dembos, and his FRCN counterpart, Dr. Mohammed Bulama, and others.
The pounded yam spot is Abuja in Nigerian parlance. What is amazing is the attraction of customers who are mostly travelers, like the Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, who stopped over.
I'm aware of the existence of this joint a very long time ago, and it's our tradition that once we leave our state Niger to go to Abuja or any part, we stop by here and have this delicacy. It's such a nice place to be. You eat local food prepared on local kitchen, and then the setting is also local, consistent with the way people are living here. It's not hyped. Nobody is coming here to pay 10,000, 15,000 for a dish. You pay 5,000. And this is what President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is saying. Patronize local people. This also, in a way, the enhancement of local entrepreneurship that the President is supporting.
It was sumptuous, truly Nigerian, and very nutritious.
Okay, let me also taste the food to know the secret. If you too want to know, you can join me.
In this town, even my worst enemy will point to you to my buka if you ask about any pounded yam spot.
Malama Salamatu Adamu says she started the pounded yam business about 40 years ago, first as a hawker. Then she started a small buka, which has now expanded to its present size, while hoping to have a modern food canteen in the future. She presently employs about 20 workers, peels and pounds 50 to 100 kg of yam daily and 1,000 weekly.
We depend on this business for everything in our family, including sponsoring our children's education up to the tertiary level.
This is my mother's shop. She started this business since before I was born, about 38 years ago now.
Salamatu's challenges now are assessing fresh fish and other ingredients for the variety of local soups and orders from across the country. For now, she makes do with what is available. After all, the customers are coming in numbers, including executive ones like the Minister of Information and National Orientation, whom has initiated the DGs of NTA and FRCN into Salamatu's pounded yam world.
Oh my God! Indeed. It appears that the Honourable Minister and our DJ have just said, they have cracked the code of true Nigerian dining. Devour the pounded yam and let the meat stand tall till the end. Thank you. Thank you for bringing us that story, Mukhtar Wowo. Let's take a short break. When we come back, we have lots and lots of interesting stories for you tonight on Newsline.
More nutritious meals, more veggies, but we want it tasty and easy too. Knorr Cubes, that's the secret. Made with real ingredients like chicken, parsley, and garlic. And enriched with iron, so your meals are better for you and more delicious too. That's the cocoa. Let's give it some accolades. Change your world by changing what's on your plate.
Peak Mini Bag fits your pocket. Contains the right nourishment you need for your breakfast, creamy and tasty in your meal.
This Pick Mini is just my perfect size, filled with the right nutrients, just for me.
This Pick Mini dey sweet my belly. Who fit believe say me sef fit do shakara with better enjoyment?
Enjoyment. Now this kind of breakfast I want the top now.
Enjoy the Peak Mini Bag. Breakfast for you.
Peak. Reach for your peak.
Yes. Beautiful wives, ladies and mothers, are you ready?
Ever wondered why so many people are using Najiko tomato mix? Well, you too can grab a tin, sachet, or a pouch of Najiko tomato mix and make a delicious meal out of your cooking. Just a little scoop of Najiko tomato mix gives you so much to enjoy. Najiko tomato mix is rich and well mixed with quality ingredients that bring out that great taste in all your delicacies, giving everyone an exciting moment at mealtime. Yes, with Najiko tomato mix, you can taste the goodness and enjoy the richness.
Cute ladies and gentlemen, food is ready.
Dear Nigerians, we need you to join us in sanitizing the Nigerian advertising space. The spate of advertisement on the online media space is not only worrisome, but have negative effects on our health, culture, religion, values, and life as Nigerians. This has been due to unverified claims, misinformation, disinformation, superlative advertisement, etc. Many people have lost their hard-earned income due to fraudulent advertisements. Many are suffering medical and critical health issues. Some advertisements have abused our religion, cultural beliefs, and some have used pornography in advertisements against the Nigerian Code of Advertising, among other challenges. We cannot continue to allow this to impact our lives, values, and our economy negatively. ARCON is the Federal Government Regulatory Council of Nigeria, set up to regulate the Nigerian advertising industry. We need your support to promote responsible and ethical advertising.
More nutritious meals, more veggies, but we want it tasty and easy too. Knorr Cubes, that's the secret. Made with real ingredients like chicken, parsley, and garlic. And enriched with iron, so your meals are better for you and more delicious too. That's the cocoa. Let's give it some accolades. Change your world by changing what's on your plate.
Hey Nigeria, ready to breathe cleaner air and save money? Let's talk about gas. Drive with CNG, the smart, cost-effective choice. Fill up for less and travel further. Save money, save the planet. Switch to LPG for cooking. It's cleaner, healthier, and better for environment. Say goodbye to smoke and eye problems. Do you know Nigeria is a gas nation ranked 9th globally with over 209 trillion cubic feet of gas reserve? Gas isn't just for cooking and driving. It powers industries too. Cleaner, cheaper, and more efficient. And the best part, conversion centers are popping up everywhere. It's never been easier to switch to gas. Join the cleaner energy revolution. Choose LPG for cooking and CNG for your vehicles. Clean energy for brighter future. This message is brought to you by the Office of the Honorable Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Gas, supported by the Nigeria Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority, NMDPRA.
All right, welcome back. Now, our next stop takes us to Ishokbo in Ikwere local government area of Rivers State, where the atmosphere reverberated with excitement. Two former governors joined a host of other dignitaries to celebrate not only the chieftaincy honor bestowed upon one of its extinct sons, Dr. Chukwudi Dinkpa, but also to pay tribute to the rich cultural heritage of that community. Robinson Daratede reports.
The rich cultural heritage of the Kwere ethnic nationality in River State was at its peak with the conferment of chieftaincy title on Engineer Chukwudi Dinkpa, who had just been elevated to join the ancient Isiokpo Council of Chiefs. The indelible contributions of Chukwudi Dinkpa to the kingdom as an industry player and a politician earned him the prestigious title of Eze Omezunoha I, meaning a generous person, conferred on him in Yebali Isiokpo, His Royal Majesty Blessing Wago.
Conferment of the chieftaincy title of Omezunoha I of Isiokpo Kingdom.
It's actually an honor that my community will see that I've done a lot for a lot of people and for the community and even the state at large, and I'm happy.
My happiness is my father was a chief Honorable J.H.E. Mukel Obuzo II of Eche land. My husband was also a chief. My son is a chief, so I'm happy to be a mother of chiefs in the family of chiefs.
Personalities including former Minister of Transportation Rotimi Amechi extolled Dinkpa's contribution, which has earned him a place in the council initially meant for the aged.
It confirms the saying that if you wash your hands well, clean, you may likely eat with the kings. So they're not eating with the kings, they're dining with the kings.
Having been chosen by the community and recognized as such, a lot is expected of all of them.
Dinkpa has done well, not just within this community, but in the state. And I think that it is noteworthy that the community decided to recognize his contributions in this way.
Somebody that has a very large heart for everybody. You don't need to see him for him to help you.
This is a call to do more, because once the community calls you to be honored, it means you have to do more.
Governor of Rivers State, Siminalayi Fubara represented, was also conferred with Perfect Man of the Year award by the Isiokpo Youth Council.
We passionately appeal to you, sir, to prioritize the restoration of electricity in Isiokpo.
Since 1987, the Isiokpo Distinguished Indigenous Chieftaincy conferment has been memorable among the Kwere ethnic nationality in Rivers State.
Now, as we approach the end of 2024, the future is already shining brighter for indigent women in Alu, Yagba, Kogi State. Now, all thanks to the generous initiative by Leke Abejide, the member representing Yagba Federal Constituency. With a thoughtful donation of cash and business resources, he's helping those women take their businesses to new heights in 2025. And Jonathan Omajale was there to bring us this inspiring story.
Festive seasons such as Christmas, among others, are often characterized by a number of activities aimed at putting smiles on the faces of the people. Those in position of authority and well-to-do individuals usually take advantage of this period to give back to the society in diverse ways. House of Representatives member for Yagba Federal Constituency, Leke Abejide, as part of his people-oriented activities for 2024 Christmas season in his hometown, Alu. This boasts 100 million naira as interest-free loan for empowerment of women in various cooperative societies in the constituency, comprising Yagba East, Yagba West, and Mopamuru local government areas of Kogi State. Ankara fabric and food items such as rice, gari, sugar, and a host of others were also distributed to target beneficiaries, including widows. This gesture, according to Leke Abejide, is in appreciation of the electorate who voted him to represent Yagba Federal Constituency, and by extension those who meet President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to actualize his dream to lead the country.
I've been doing for widows. I look at it this time around and I said, it's not only widows. We are going to appreciate those who voted for us and voted for the president. You know, I was the leader who campaigned vigorously here for him, and he won.
This one is not for beginners. It is revolving. Immediately after the payment of this one, another set of people will benefit.
It's important to give to women because the women will know how to manage it and make it double.
Beyond party affiliation, Leke Abijide justified his commitment to the well-being of everybody in his constituency through programs and projects devoid of discrimination. The next target beneficiaries of empowerment, according to the House of Representatives members, are indigent farmers, as plans are underway to make available for disbursement among them a single-digit interest loan of 100 million naira.
The man is always against unemployment.
All right, our next story is a heartwarming story of how love transcends borders. For centuries, perhaps as far back as we can remember, intermarriages between Rivers State and the Southeast have been more than just a matter of proximity. They are unions that beautifully celebrate diversity. Now, the Okudilis of Akwaihede in Nnewi South in Anambra State and the Nwekes of Omokamanu Omuma in Rivers State have added their chapter to this cherished tradition through the union of their lovely children, Elvis and Georgina, who better to bring this story to us than Ijeoma Ugweke. True to her name, which means a good journey, she takes us on this joyful journey of love, culture, and celebrations.
The marriage had a beautiful blend of customs, traditions, and values, witnessed by dignitaries within and outside the state, including the Deputy Governor of Rivers State, Secretary to the State Government, Speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly, Chief of Staff to the Governor of Rivers State, and other members of the State Executive Council, who came to identify with one of their own, Rivers State Head of Service, Dr. George Nweke, who gave out his daughter's hand in marriage according to the customs and traditions of Umukamano Omuma land.
We wish them the rest of their lives together will be as beautiful as today is.
He's a very responsible father. Of course, it can be seen in the life of his daughter.
Extremely happy and blessed. I wasn't expecting the turnout, the amount of people.
I promise to be the best wife that I can be and be the best mother that I can be to my future kids.
The union of the two lovebirds was finally sealed in a holy matrimony at the Catholic Church of Assumption, Ikoyi, Lagos, before family, friends, and well-wishers, who encouraged them to make God the center of the marriage, while they continue to blend in each other's unique identity. The joy of their parents is complete, seeing their children start a new home.
They should respect each other, love each other, and live peacefully forever.
Today is one of the happiest days in my life. Giving out my first daughter in marriage is something of joy, it's something of great joy.
I have a special prayer that God will grant them their heart desire. Today my son Elvis has become a married man.
So I'm very excited and I'm very grateful to God who made it possible.
I wish them all the best and hopefully they will get the best out of it.
Like marriage made in heaven, Elvis is the second son of Owele James and Dr. Ijeoma Okudili, while Georgina is the first daughter of the Rivers State Head of Service, Dr. George Nweke, and his wife, Lady Florence.
All right, and over the weekend, Ilorin, the Kwara State capital, played host to a distinguished gathering of media luminaries and notable personalities. Now, at the forefront were the nation's premier image makers, Minister of Information and National Orientation Mohammed Idris and the Director General of the NTA, Abdul Hamid Salihud Dembas. Now, the both joined others to celebrate a joyous union, and the occasion was the wedding of Rafiat Isa Onilu, the graceful daughter of the Director General of the National Orientation Agency, NOA, and her distinguished groom, Mohammed Shitu. Shala Waid was on ground to bring highlights of this memorable occasion for Newsline.
The event commenced with Walima ceremony and Nikah, where Rafia and Mohammed were joined together by Imam Muhammad Sarumi, who charged the couple to always abide by the doctrines of the Quran to have a successful marriage. Highlight of the Nikah was the payment of dowry and presentation of other gifts to the bride. Venue of the grand reception hosted dignitaries from within and outside the shores of Ilorin, the Kwara State capital, who came to witness the joyous moments of the Lanre Isa Onilus and Adebisi Shitus. The event center was a sight to behold as Ilorin entertainers displayed their cultural skills. Parents of the bride and groom acknowledged the presence of well-wishers at the event. They also gave words of admonition and prayed for the new couple.
Patience, tolerance, understanding. You cannot buy those in the market. We will continue to talk to them, advise them, allow them to also learn their lessons, but support them so that they can come out of it as we have been able to come out of it successfully.
Love life is different from marriage life. It's a process. That's how it's hot today. Today is another day of our life.
And should be a good communicator. And should be very prayerful and hold on to the firmament of the Almighty Allah, because that's the key thing.
And to never keep unsettled conflicts.
They should live with each other with fear of God. Once they do that, they will have no problem.
They have to be very tolerant of each other. They have to observe all the rules and regulations of marriage. They have to avoid all the interferences from the external forces. They have to love each other.
Be patient with one another, to show love, to show care.
And to learn how to sort their rift within themselves.
For the bride and the groom, it was a dream come true.
We had similarities there, so it just clicked naturally. Wish and I pray for a good and happy marital life.
She's religious, and I think for me is everything. So I don't need to say she's beautiful. So
a live band also added color to the ceremony. The event was well attended by dignitaries from across the country, including APC chieftains and top government functionaries, as well as prominent sons and daughters of Ilorin Emirate.
Yes, yours sincerely was also there. I'm sure you saw me. Anyway, next on Newsline, we're drawn by the captivating confluence of Esan elegance from Edo State and Michika magic from Adamawa State. It's a union that celebrates the richness of two Nigerian cultures. Now, Laura Ewalifo, the gorgeous daughter of late Body Ewalifo and beloved niece of my esteemed former boss, Wilfred Ewalifo, opened this new chapter in the tale of love. Now, she found her perfect match in Wandave, and together, the Federal Capital Territory bore witness to their love story that can only be described as a symphony of cultures. Oluseyi Adeagbo brings us details of this cross-cultural matrimony.
Laura Iwalifo walks down the aisle as creating a new family heritage is the greatest blessing every parent look forward to.
There are things about you that it's supposed to be between you and your wife. No third party. If you bring third party inside, you are the one destroying your home.
During his sermon, Reverend Father Clement admonished the couple to always love each other, putting God first in their marriage. Scriptural references formalize the solemnization of the couple following the exchange of vows. From the altar to the reception. The display of Asian and magical culture caught the attention of the high-profile personalities. On the roll call of dignitaries are Deputy Governor of Kaduna State, former Minister of Education, and the NTA, where the bride's father footprints have remained indelible.
Well, you're seeing Edo and you're seeing Adama. And I think this is the kind of thing that we want to see in Nigeria. For me, it signifies a kind of bond.
When different tribes from across the country come together, unite, get married, have children, the more they multiply, the more peace and understanding that we will have as a nation.
I don't see any reason why culture or tradition, tribe should come in between love. Wherever any child finds love, you go for it.
And I want to thank God for this union. Thank God for the life of Laura. It is a good thing to us that Laura is getting wedded today. And I'm very sure that our big brother Bodhi, wherever he is today, will be smiling and happy that all is well.
To sustain the love that brought them together in the first place. And once they sustain and build on that, they'll have a long and long and long and long blissful marriage.
The proud parents are unarguably elated.
I'm so happy. My advice is they should always link together. They should never bring in a third party, even me.
You know, I am the mother of the group, but I will tell you this for free. If he wants to progress, he should treat his wife well.
The fact that marriage itself just requires a lot of patience, a lot of sacrifice, and of course love. There's no miracle. You just love your spouse and pray for success. And my prayer is always to strengthen the knot they tie.
It takes Wonderful Tizi, a United States-based medical doctor, and Laura Iwalifo Tizi, also a medical doctor based in the UK, a 6-year journey to plan the union, and vehemently emphasized that difference in culture is a compliment.
Yeah, nice. Swear down, that's my guy, my rider, that my coffee dog, gave my old school, gave that donkey coffee.
It's not much of a difference. It's just the fact that this is the one that I connected with the most. This is the one that saw me for who I was. This is one that made me feel comfortable, that made me feel loved.
We're at the right place we're supposed to be, and we're happy. It was a long journey, so very excited that we're here.
As required by customs, the family of the bride had hosted the groom's family to fulfill some traditional rites.
I love that. I really love that. And I love cross-tribal and cross-cultural marriages because I'm a testament of that. Now, the love story of Otunsha and Fidelis began in what seemed like an unlikely place, social media. Now, over a year ago, a simple online connection sparked a beautiful journey, proving that even in this digital age, meaningful relationships can also bloom from there. Now, despite the common concerns surrounding online dating, of course, their story proves again that love can indeed flourish in the most unexpected of places. And their love story culminated in a holy union celebrated in the presence of their family, well-wishers at the St. William's Catholic Church in Lafia, where they both said, "I do." Our correspondent, of course, brings us this heartwarming sale.
Families of late Senator Emmanuel Okudu Okpede and retired Comptroller of Customs Joseph Oboshi Atta, the Barayan Duma, are the parents of Fidelis Akwe and Otunsha Magdalene, who walked the aisle amidst songs of praises to God for witnessing the day. The priest centered his liturgy of word and gospel on patience, prayerfulness, and true love for a lasting marriage. The awaited time soon came by when the lovebirds were joined as husband and wife amidst marriage vows, exchange of rings, prayers, communion, and thanksgiving. The wedding reception hall of Tazu Luxury Hotel and Suites in Lafia was packed full with people as the Deputy Governor of Nasarawa State, Dr. Emmanuel Akabi, cheered the occasion in the presence of other dignitaries.
We pray for a fruitful marriage.
She's very beautiful, very kind, very understanding, and very intelligent.
I was writing short stories and posting them online, and he had one of them. So that's how we met. If you find somebody that you think is the one, go for it.
They should tolerate each other and advise each other, pray together.
My advice to them is to embrace themselves, to love one another.
One rule can lay a foundation for all, and that is patience, tolerance, and communication.
Marriage is one institution that you don't have a specific manual to use, but more importantly, you pray.
They should share their secret among themselves. There is no need for a third party.
The grand entry of the bride and groom, their families and friends was fascinating. High point of the event witnessed cutting of the beautiful white wedding cake and the couple dance.
Jesus.
All right, she was writing short stories online. That's not a link though. You're watching Newsline, and we'll take another commercial break. Please stay with us. We have much more on the line tonight.
As this year draws to a close, we would like to express our sincere gratitude for your continued support. From breaking news to heartwarming stories, we are committed to bringing you credible content and delivering captivating programs that keep you glued to your screens. Our team is committed to providing exceptional service to delight our clients. We say thank you to those who have supported us through the year, from government agencies to corporate clients, political parties, religious bodies, and, most importantly, our viewers. As we welcome the new year, we look ahead with a promise to bring you the best in broadcasting as we continue this journey with you. Season's greetings from all of us at NTA.
More nutritious meals, more veggies, but we want it tasty and easy too. Knorr Cubes, that's the secret. Made with real ingredients like chicken, parsley, and garlic. And enriched with iron, so your meals are better for you and more delicious too. That's the cocoa. Let's give it some accolades. Change your world by changing what's on your plate.
Tomato pesto, Tiwani, 100% natural tomato. Namunde, alelelelelele, oh, alelele, oh, ale. Risco tomato paste, the taste of Nigeria.
Wow, Ivy is so lucky. Everything just falls into place for her.
Yeah. It's like success just happens to her effortlessly.
Hold on, guys. It's not just luck that brings success.
Do you know how much work she puts in? Let me show you the truth behind VA's achievements. Oh, she works so hard! Absolutely. It's the small action she takes every day that makes a big difference. EVA's success comes from her dedication and adherence to good values. Small actions every day make a big difference for life.
Niger's allegation of Nigeria's co-sponsoring with France to destabilize the country. Imagination or real? Find out the true perspectives from informed minds and experts on NTA Tuesday Live, coming up on the 31st December 2024. NTA Tuesday Live, every week at 10:30 p.m. It promises to be inclusive and educative. Join us.
Thank you for remaining with us. Now, cities that are typically known for their quiet, serene nature usually come alive during the festive season as natives return home to celebrate with family and loved ones. Now, if you've ever experienced Yenagoa during the off-season, you'll know the peaceful, laid-back vibes that fills the air there. But even as the festive season winds down, the excitement in Yenagoa is still reverberating through the streets. The transformation during this time is something else, and the once tranquil town became a buzzing, vibrant hub of activity. And our undercover correspondent, Danikume Ulolo, yes, our undercover lady, went out to capture this lively side of Yenagoa for Newsline.
From the popular area to ever-bustling Ikeki Park in Yenagoa, the Bayelsa state capital, the sound of music and merriment fill the air as friends and families gather at different but favorite spots, sharing fun time, enjoying local delicacies, and dancing the nights away. In this season, the nightlife scene is also buzzing with live bands and DJs spinning infectious beats that keep the crowd along. Nightclubs and bars are not left out of this experience, packed with people from all walks of life, united in their quest for a great time. The season seems to be healing the stress of the whole year.
The nightlife in Yenagoa is very cool and calm.
We love ourselves and we love strangers. That's why you see that the social part of Bayelsa is very active.
Barbecue and suya stands offer the fun seekers something to keep the mouth busy while the fun continues. The beautiful Christmas festivity decoration at different locations light up the town, adding vibes to the night sit-out. Even as the clock ticks to midnight during this Yuletide season, the relaxation and enjoyment shows no signs of slowing down as Bayelsans who are full of cheers continue to their merriment with the hope that next year will offer better ideas.
And I can tell you that for free, from Ekeki down to Mbiama and even up to Udi, Bayelsa hospitality is second to none. All right, now children are our greatest treasure and the living message to a future we may not see. That's a powerful reminder of our legacy, of course. The next report reflects this wisdom profoundly, and it begs the question, when I'm no longer here, who will carry on the message of Newsline? In Maiduguri, NTA once again shone a light on this vital issue, and for a few unforgettable hours, children orchestrated a remarkable metaphorical coup d'etat, taking charge of the newsroom as anchors, reporters, and hosts. They brought fresh energy and unique perspectives to the airwaves. Here is Elizabeth Abdul-Malik as she captured the inspiring takeover that left an indelible mark on all who watched the show.
My name is Kuchal Supres Naftali and I am very excited today.
World Children's Day dedicated to celebrating the potential and capacities of children worldwide, with UNICEF and the Borno State government on top of it this year, providing children in Maiduguri with a platform to demonstrate their abilities and advocate for their rights. Their voices rang confidently as they cast and reported the day's news in 3 languages on NTA Maiduguri, proving that they were not just the future, but also capable storytellers.
In an effort to commemorate World Children's Day, Borno State's Children's Parliament has held a special sitting.
Haki tarasna na ikaltin sau sandima am kurabare nan kaduro.
Zauren majalisan yara na jihar Borno.
Demands of the children are simple. Take other children off the streets, provide access to education.
Harkokin mata da UNICEF bisa shirya wannan gagarumar hidima. Asara Arabia Sama Iklim Sandian Zitkado.
I never thought I could cast a news at this age and be seen on the TV, but actually I'm here. All thanks to NTA.
When I see children like us are presenting, then I said, me too, I can do it.
And now I'm extremely excited.
The highlight of the celebration was a captivating 25-minute program entirely hosted and produced by the children, emphasizing the importance of peace, access to quality education, food security, and the inclusion of children with disabilities.
Lack of education is the first challenge these children face in the society.
Don't say that because you cannot see or you can't hear or you cannot walk, you cannot go to school. No, you can go to school. And the advice for parents is that they should stop sending their children to streets to go and beg.
In this unique celebration, the children owned the space, reminding everyone that their voices very much deserve to be heard on their dreams, challenges they face, providing an authentic glimpse into their world filled with both hope and resilience.
More efforts should be put in place to ensure that all these children in streets get education.
The children received comprehensive training from the staff of NTA Maiduguri.
I believe every child can do anything they set their mind to.
And they really try their best.
I've done it very well.
I was really impressed.
Indeed, indeed. Well done. That was fantastic. Thank you, NTA Maiduguri, for bringing that to us. Actually, that was part of the Children's Day celebration, but we thought we should bring it to you, of course, because of, who knows, one day one of them will be presenting Newsline on the network service. Let's take a short break. We'll be right back.
From the Atlantic across the savannah to the Sahara, we rise, a land of the free, we know they tire. We dream great, our spirit is undying.
Resilient, rooted like palm tree, we sway in colors, with undying demand. We make solutions, we ignite passion, yeah. Ethnicity is unique, we have more than just a nation.
We are Nigeria, strengthening unity, we know they carry lives. We are Nigeria, together live the dream of a land with great destiny. We are Nigeria.
I am the real Nigerian. Brought to you by the National Orientation Agency, NOA.
Wow, here we are at the end of tonight's Newsline, the very last for December and for 2024. Can you believe it? What a journey it's been for us. This year has given us stories that made us smile, moments that brought tears to our eyes, and lessons that stayed with us long after the cameras stopped rolling. Now, through all, Newsline has been more than just a program. It's been a space where we've connected, shared, and grown together. And so on behalf of the entire Newsline crew, we thank you for opening your hearts and homes to us every Sunday. Sharing these moments with you is not just a privilege, it's a joy we deeply cherish. And as 2025 beckons, please let's carry the warmth of this shared journey into the new year. Embrace new beginnings, hope for brighter days, and look forward to more stories that remind us of what truly matters. Stay hopeful, and by God's grace, we'll be right here next year, 2025, ready to share more evenings with you. And may the new year brings us joy and fulfillment. Good night, everyone.